Hello, welcome back. Brake lines. Some people know how to do them, some people don't know how to do them, some people just think, oh, nope, fuck that. Fair enough. They're very simple. You need a bender. Don't need a bender necessarily, it just makes life 10 times easier. Pipe car. That's the best way to do it without getting any burrs on the inside of it. You can do it with a grinder, but then you've got to make sure you deburr the end of it. Block of wood with hole in. Best thing to straighten hose out because you just draw it through and it straightens itself out. Makes life 10 times easier. So yeah, that's it. Them 3 bits. So what we're doing, these are the brake lines that are underneath the subframe. They're not as bad now I've got them out, looking at them, but they look pretty crusty in there. I mean, this one's a bit rank, but I've had to cut that one off anyway. She's solid, so we'll replace them. Right, so we're going to make this little one because it's smaller and easier for the camera. We'll see where our first bend is. It's quite sharp, so we'll have to do that by hand because you won't be able to get the radius on the bender. So we'll have to do all of these by hand. But the easiest way of doing that is with a socket. Get a socket that matches this radius. Not quite, because they make all these on a jig, so they're pretty tight from factory. There we go, that's close enough. So our first bend, we have to get the flare nut on, put the flare on, and then do the bends. Because of how tight that are, you won't get the spacing. So the odd part is always forgetting the fucking flare nut. You need one of these bad boys, or a bench mounted flare. Easiest thing I've used this. So slide that on. Might have to back them bolts out, but it's an Allen key. Right, that goes on. You screw this in. Make sure that's butted up nice and tight. Get these done up. Now you've got to crank these down. Because what you don't want to do is when you screw the flare piece in, so we'll be doing like the DIN, I think it's DIN. Yeah, the DIN option. This is like the SAE, but you get like the cone shaped one, so it's more like Japanese stuff. But this is German. Get them done up. Tight. Now, take that out. That's now solid on there. What we'll do, get a bit of grease on the end of that. This kit that I bought is comes with a little pot of it, which is quite nice. Just a little bit on the end of that. Put a bit of threads so they don't bind up. And you just right. start turning. That's bobbed out. Pop that done. Oh, trying to bend your fucking hose. Pop these undone. I should just do that. No, you have to do a bit more. Boom. Then we slide that down on the end. So that is our flared section done. We'll work out our first bend. So if we do, we'll start with that tight bit. So we want to go just past 90 on that, where that nut is. What did I do with that socket there? It would be nice and tight on that radius. So roughly that's where we want it to start. You know, bend that round that nut. Try not to flatten it as you go. Just be really careful. Because of how tight it is, I'm not going to do past 90. I'm going to go to 90 and then do this one 90 as well. So that is about 90 there. So if we look at that, it's a bit aggressive. Now you're never going to get them to look like that because they jig it up and they just done, pops out. Pre-cut lengths, everything. All you need to do is follow it as close as you can and get it to the rough point. So I want to bend about there. Boom. Because the flare nut only goes to there, we've got to bend that back out a bit. Well, I've got that out. Get that ready. Panoir. Wind that in. Bit resistant. Oh, go right to the stops. That's been locked. Yeah. Back it out. Bonk. Well, and then we've got to bend that back, so we'll see how much we can do with this bad boy. Obviously we've got to worry about the flare nut, so let's just throw and go on that. So we'll have to bend it manually the rest of the way. Boom. It ain't pretty, but it will do the job. I'll have to tweak that once I get it in the car a little bit, but that's it basically. I don't know why I showed you a little one, because that was probably the most pain in the arse, because you can't do everything nice with it at all. The big one, this bad boy, is probably going to be a lot easier, as they're big, they're only shallow radiuses, big 90s, a couple of kinks here and there. So I'm going to make this one now, and then I'll see you in a minute. Alright, so these are the nice new brake lines I fitted. I remade this one because I wasn't quite happy how the bend went, but that is ideal now. So let's get the subframe back in. Let's see what that looks like. Right, so adjusting brake shoes on this. We've got obviously all the brake lines in, all the subframe, handy roll bar, everything's back in, all done up. The only thing we've got to put in is exhaust, but do that last. Because I want to get these handbrakes done up and then torque the drive shaft bolts. So you have an adjuster here. Now normally on standard BMW you can see through that hole, and then where your locking pin is, this one here, you've got the spare hole on the other side, this one here, and you'd normally be able to line that up with a hole and adjust it. However, having studs, it does need, oh that's tight. So what I've done, that is over adjusted, so I just need to back that off a bit, probably one or two, and then we're good to go. But yeah, so normally you'd be able to line the holes up, but I can't, so I'm doing it this way, on off, on off, on off. But you know, it is what it is. Right, so that's all done up. There's a slight bit of a, but it's actually because there's a little patch of rust where the handbrake wasn't really working on this side. But it's 10 times better than what it was. It's obviously dragging now, so when I put the handbrake on, that's going to lock up. So that is good. I mean, it's not too much of an issue because it's auto at the minute, so sleep in park. But when I manual swap it, I will need a handbrake, so I won't have to worry about it rolling down a hill.